So I've had some friends, you know, give me suggestions. And they're like, hey, don't read people's names off the thing, because not everybody wants, you know, everybody to know they're watching a tarot reading. I was like, okay, so if you comment, I will say hi to you, okay? But if you don't comment, I'm not saying a word, okay? Just letting you know, keeping your privacy, taking your privacy into account, you know. Just letting y'all know. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope everybody's feeling well. All right, dear Heavenly Father, Holy Spirit, please cleanse the collective. Did y'all hear my shoulder? Cleanse the collective, cleanse me, dear Heavenly Father, Holy Spirit, cleanse my space. Cleanse my cards. All my cards, all my stuff, all my dice. Oh yeah, and I had another friend suggest that I do the dice at the beginning, to where then people know if their name, you know, is, if their name's on there, they know the reading's like, you know, there's a message there for them. So I think tonight I'll do it a little different and pull the dice first, okay? I like suggestions, so we'll try it. It's going to be something different, you know, doing the dice first. Might be interesting, I don't know. I have no idea, guys. I just go by what y'all tell me, you know? Like my friends, if they're like, hey, try this. Hey, you know, don't mention people's names, because not everybody wants everybody and their dog to know they're watching a tarot reading. I'm like, okay, cool, I can do that, you know, not a big deal. All right. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and begin with a word of prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, Holy Spirit, please be here. Please wrap your hands around the collective and wrap your hands around me. Put a shield of protection around, a hedge of protection around each and every one of us. Protect us from evil, protect us from harm, protect us from dark magic, spell work, and evil eyes. If any of those things are being sent our way, please block them, return them sender. If there's any hexes or curses being placed upon us, please block those and return them sender. Thank you. And dear Heavenly Father, Holy Spirit, guardian angels, ancestors, ascended masters, please be here with me tonight for this reading for the collective. Please give me clear, concise messages for the collective. And, yeah, help me to see what you want me to see, hear what you want me to hear, and know what you want me to know, dear Heavenly Father. Thank you so much for all the gifts you've given me. In Jesus' name, thank you. All right, guys, so let's get going. It is 8 o'clock. Yay! I got done with everything before 8 o'clock. All right, so thank you for joining me tonight. Please feel free to check out my YouTube channel. It's called Purple Phoenix Intuitive Tarot. For all the people who will be watching this on YouTube tomorrow, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. Thank you so much for your love and your support. All of that energetic love does not and light does not go unnoticed, guys. I truly appreciate all of y'all. Thank you for your likes, your comments, for sharing my content. All of that helps out my channel. And yeah, if you're new on YouTube, when I post this on there, if you're new, please feel free to click subscribe down below. It is free. Don't forget to hit the little notification bell so you'll be notified each and every time I put out a new reading. And for all of y'all who follow me here on Facebook, thank you so much. I truly appreciate y'all. Thank you for liking and commenting and sharing my content. All that does help out my page, okay? Thank you so much, guys. I truly appreciate it. Sending all that love and light back to everyone, okay? Yeah, I don't have any makeup on. It's my first day off. I took today to chill because my ear has been hurting. My throat's been hurting. Anyway, so just a few warnings, guys. I use a bell and I use dice. Both can be loud, so I'll warn you before I use those things, which I'm going to be using them at the beginning of the reading tonight. We're changing things up. Suggestions from my friends, okay? And I will not be mentioning your name if your name pops up. If you do comment, I will mention your name and say hi and let you know that I see you and that I see your comment. Oh, and another warning, guys. I do cuss little, okay? Just letting y'all know I do cuss little. And this is going to be a general reading, not a personal one-to-one reading. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't fit. He could be a she could be a he. It's all about the energy. Okay, guys? Okay. So I think we're going to do a basic cross and staff. But first, let me go ahead and begin. I'm going to ring the bell, and then I'm going to start using the dice, okay? It's going to be loud. Cleans y'all. Alright. Yeah, we'll begin by using the dice, just so y'all can see if this reading's for you, you know? Let. I see let and not. There's some words there, guys. Check that out. How. How now, brown cow. Way. Rad. Chad. There's a name. Wow. Holy cow. Maybe we should take that name. Oh, I see Brad over here. B-R-A-D. H-A-D. Hayden. H-A-D-E-N. Braden. B-R-A-D-E-N. Yeah. There's let again. L-E-T. Do y'all see that? C-G. C-K. I see that a lot. Hey, there's my friend's last name. R-E-I-D. Reed. Legene Reed, my friend. She has Legene's plants and things down in Enos, Oklahoma. Go check her out, man. You know, I might take that. Because, I mean, that is a last name I know. And then there's other names there, too, though. I'm just going to roll them. We're going to see what we get. That's funny. Alright. For the collective, names, words, initials that could be significant for this reading for them tonight, please, and thank you. Okay. Wow, this makes it so easy. I do like this idea. Because then you have just dice. No cards to mess up. I see ho, like ho, 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 you know, that kind of ho, H-O. I see there's two O's. Let's see. Yeah, I do see the read again. I'm going to take that. So go check out Legene Reed, her plants and things. Read. I see two H's and two M's. M&M's. Someone out there could like M&M's. I see a name, Ty. Someone's name could be Tyler. Short is Ty. Okay, I don't know. We'll keep it. I see we have two eyes, which we all have two eyes. I don't know what my phone is saying. Oh, it's wanting me to budget it? Or do a boost or something. I don't know. LL, two L's, LLC. Someone could be wanting to start their own business. I see GW, X, PB, peanut butter. I don't know, made me think of peanut butter, okay. And I just ate. It's not like I'm hungry. TZ. Those could be someone's initials. I don't know, guys. X. And Z. Isn't that a thing? Wix, W-I-X. Isn't that a place where you make a website? Hey, that's a last name. Cox. C-O-X. Or you could have that type of internet if you live in this Oklahoma City. Cox. I think that's an internet company. Anyway, we have people who have email addresses at cox.net at work, so I figure it's an internet company, you know. Kind of like sbcglobal.net. What am I going to use that Z with? Mitz, M-I-T-Z. Is that a name? I don't know. I see Zit, Z-I-T. Zot. I've got that before. Someone could like that candy, that Zot's candy. You know, Zot's. Okay. I don't know where I'm going to put all these words. I think I'm going to put them over here. Because then they're not in the way of the cards. It's kind of cool, though, doing them at the beginning. I feel like I have so much more space. Will. That could be someone's name. Will or Bill. Okay. Will. It's 4 letters, so we'll put it up there with the read. Where'd the other L go? There it is. So Will, Reed, Will, Cox, Zot, and Ty. Him. This could be a reading for a dude. Okay. Pig. Someone could have a Chinese zodiac sign of a pig. Okay. Big. I don't know. We'll roll them. Wow, that O just kept wanting to spin. Woo. We got the P again and an M. We got a J. JC. That could be someone's initials. Whoops, what was that? I don't even know. I'm gonna roll it again. There we go. K. CK. We got the CK. Oh, there's rock. Someone could like rock music. Rock. They could be rocking out right now. Oh, Will Cox, he's rocking out to some music. He's jamming. JP, HM, MP, miles per hour. Someone could be speeding. I don't know. That's what I thought of. Okay. Someone could be speeding. Okay. Maybe Ty is speeding. And then we got the letter J. Okay. All right. Those are your words and names. Okay. Next, we have sign, symbol, synchronicities. And the collective. Oh, great. We got a shapeshifter here. That's someone who changes their eggs. You know, everybody they date, they're, oh my gosh, I like all the things that they like, you know, and then they date somebody else totally opposite. Like, okay, they could date someone who's real preppy, who likes golfing and keeping up with the Joneses and all that kind of jazz, you know, like name brands and stuff like that, right? And they're all into that kind of stuff. And then they meet another guy, and he's all about riding his Harley and hunting and fishing on the weekends, you know. And she's like, oh my gosh, I love that kind of stuff. You know, that's who I am. It's who I've always liked those kind of things. You know, one of them type of people. Shapeshifter. Anyway, someone could be chewing your head off with their words, you know. You're definitely going to have to cut some people out. There's going to be some endings, okay? probably being revealed in this reading. They could be watching you online. Someone could be like scoping you out. I don't know. That's weird. They could be very vain. They could have earth, or, you know, they could be an earth sign. They could have water in their chart. I don't know. They could be a little witchy bitchy, okay? Let me show you all those. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What was that one? Yeah. Okay. All right. So yeah, that could be someone in your energy, okay? Now let's flip it, switch it to where it's happy. You could be an earth sign, or you could just like Mother Nature and earth. You could like mushrooms. You could like the mystical, magical mushrooms. I don't know. You could have strong Cancer in your chart, or any other water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You could like the mystical, magical things like mermaids. You could definitely like the mystical, magical things like Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings. You could be a little witchy. You know what I mean? I'm a green witch is what I like to call myself. That or a white witch, because I'm an herbalist, you know. And then you got a chameleon. Okay, so you could like lizards. You could have a lizard. You know, you could own a lizard. You could like sea life, like sharks and different fish that are in the ocean, you know. You could have Scorpio in your chart. That is my Scorpio dice. That's what I call my Scorpio dice. You can have an online presence of some sort, okay? You might need to be taking out your trash, okay? Put your garbage can by the road, I don't know. You definitely might have some people some things that you need to get rid of in your life. It could be outdated mindsets, it could be people, places, things, you know, I don't know. You could like putting on your makeup, you know, and you could be a hairdresser, or just you need to cut some people out of your life. All right, and now we've got signs, planets, and numbers that could be significant for this reading tonight. Thank you. Yeah, I definitely like doing them at the beginning. This is really cool because then you don't have to worry about it messing up your cards. Dang, we got strong Pisces here. Planets. We got the moon. Moon again. 2 Cancers. Y'all gonna have strong Cancer and Pisces in your chart. Okay. We got the numbers 88. Wow, that's cool. And 4, 6, and 10, and 5. 4, 5, 6. Something's moving along really good. That's good. Got Virgo, Gemini, Aries, Scorpio, and then Saturn and Pluto. Okay. So let me line these up real quick. So we've got Jupiter. That's a planet. Luck. You know, that's the planet of luck and expansion. That's Sagittarius' planet. That planet rules Sagittarius. You got the moon twice, which rules Cancer. And it talks about intuition in the feminine. We got Mars here, which rules Aries. It talks about drive and assertiveness. We've got Saturn here, which rules Capricorn. It talks about life lessons and destiny. And then we have Pluto just shaking everything up. Could be a big change coming in your life, you know, something like that. Then we have 2 Pisces. We have any more water? Yeah, we have Scorpio, so strong water. And then we have Virgo, Aries, and Gemini. So one of each, earth, air, fire, and water, and air, and then 3 waters, okay? As far as numbers go, you got 10, so there could be some kind of ending. You know, we saw the scissors and the trash can. 88, I keep seeing those numbers. I wonder if, like, you know, I wonder about that. If, like, my 8-8 reading, there's a message there for y'all. You know, like the readings maybe I did on the 8-8 portal. I always wonder about that. Like, Anyway. And then you have 6, 5, and 4. So the 10th house is career and reputation. That's Capricorn's house. The 8th house is legacies, taxes, sex, and rebirth. That's Scorpio's house. You got 2 of those, so Scorpio's strong. You got the 6th house, which is details and planning. That's Virgo's house. We got Virgo. And we have the 5th house, entertainment and creativity. That is Leo's house, which we are in Leo season for a little bit longer, fixing to move into Virgo season. That could be why the Virgo's there. And then we have 4, home, families, and the unconscious, which is the moon, real strong. It's Cancer's house. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna do a normal like cross and staff reading for y'all for tonight. Okay. Find out what's going on in your energy. Whoa, this could be a love reading. I kept feeling that today. Guys, go check out my post on Facebook. I heard that song, What Are We Waiting For? By For King and Country. And anyway, and then I saw a little girl, I saw like 5 Y's and 2 X's. And I was like, man, that makes me think of a little girl, and I saw it in my mind's eye, I guess you call it. Anyway, like a little daydream, a little vision. I don't know what you call those, but anyway, I saw it. There's a little girl, she's sitting there, with her flower in her hand, and she's plucking the petals off, going, he loves me not, he loves me not. And so I thought, ooh, the Y's and the X's. There's 5 Y's. So the Y's outnumber the X's, which would be no's, So, yes, she loves you, dude. Whoever this divine masculine is, that's what I felt. Or divine feminine, flip it, switch it, But anyway, it felt like he's still weighing it all out. Yeah, weighing out the pros and cons, deciding whether or not he should make a move toward a divine feminine. But anyway, all right, for the collective, what's going on in their current energy? Yes, I'm telling y'all, this could be a love reading, guys. 4 of Wands, 11, make a wish. Make a wish. Get you started off right with a wish. All right, for the collective, what's going on in their current energy? I didn't want that many. Let's find out what's going on in your current energy and put those down. Oh, that's good. Wow. Yeah, Cancer. Things moving very quickly. You want to move very quickly. Oh. Guys, come on now. The 4 cups in the traditional deck, the dude's sitting there and he's looking at 3 cups, like looking at the things that have hurt him, the cups that are empty, looking at these things that have hurt him. He's not even seeing the cup that God's like got in his hand, and there's like a little cloud, and the cup is like right there in the dude's face. He's not even seeing it. That could be where you're at right now. It's like you're not even seeing what's in front of your face, or you're purposely avoiding it. I feel like you could be purposely avoiding it because of some kind of conflict. It could be your intuition. You could be battling it out with your intuition, There could be someone you're going to have to battle it out with to go after this cup that God's given you. It could be, like a divine union. It could be, because cups are matters of the heart. Wands are very passionate too. So yeah, this would be somebody in competition with the cup that you're supposed to take. You know what I mean? Yeah, because 4 cups talks about apathy, contemplation, reevaluation. So you could just be contemplating things. But there's some kind of conflicting thoughts here. Competition, conflict, disagreements. It's like you're battling it out with yourself. You know, like with your own intuition. Yeah, which is making you feel trapped. You want to move forward very victoriously. You could have strong Cancer in your chart. But you got something that's making you feel trapped. Maybe somebody. Yeah, because you know you want this rebirth. Maybe you want to put an ending to whatever it is that's making you feel trapped so you can move forward. Yeah, because you know when something ends, something new begins. That's the world. That's completion. You know what I mean? You got completion. You got ending. You got someone making you feel trapped. That's what's holding you back. Alright, what's there for the collective? What's their challenge? What's challenging them right now? What's their challenge? Maybe 2 cards again. What the world with the 2s? Okay. Challenge is a broken heart. Okay. Yeah, guys, I feel that. Like, 7 of Pentacles talks about patience, but then you got this 10 of Cups on the side. That could be like a broken home. You know, it's either in the upright, that's the happiest card in the deck other than the freaking sun. In reverse, that's a broken home. That's unhappy home. You know what I mean? That's all there is to it. Disharmony, unhappiness. You know what I mean? Okay, so patience, this could be a long-term view. So your challenge, you're not seeing it. You have a lack of vision. You're being very impatient. You could be very impatient. You're not seeing it. This, in reverse, is a broken home, disharmony, unhappiness. It's like you can't see it. You don't know if it's going to be a happy home or not. You know what I mean? You have a lack of vision. That's your challenge. Yeah. That's your challenge, is you can't see it. It's funny because it's like once you end whatever this conflict is, here it is. It's like you can choose the cup and it's going to be emotional fulfillment. You know what I mean? Either you're lacking patience on waiting for this, like you don't know if it's ever going to show up for you, or you just don't see it. It's like maybe your intuition is, you're in competition with your own intuition. Like you don't believe it to be true. Like what God's trying to tell you. That could be what's going on. Impatience or lack of vision of a 10 of Cups. Yeah, because you've been brokenhearted. To me, that would mean, you know, like you can't see it. You're not being able to see it. But you're fixing to see it very clearly. You're going to see it even though you're a battle-wounded soldier, because you're going to see things from a new perspective. You're going to trust your intuition. You're seeking the truth. Yeah, you're balanced. You know what I mean? It's going to shock the shit out of you when you realize this. It's going to be a big revelation, like aha moment. And then you're going to send the message. Yeah, strong Cancer in this reading tonight. Alright, for the collective, what's going on in their subconscious? What are they deep down, what they thinking about? What are they thinking about? Dear Heavenly Father, Holy Spirit, what are they thinking about deep down? Okay. You're daydreaming, okay? You're definitely dreaming. Your subconscious, you know. Five of Cups, that can be like sadness, disappointment, regret. Maybe you're fearing that you're going to regret walking away from somebody, you know, like because she's pouring that cup out. It's like maybe you had this, you know, a relationship that has lasted like 5 years and it's been on again, off again, on again, off again, on again, off again. Look, there's the cup over there. She don't even see. Do y'all see that? She don't even see it. It's like when you release, when you let go of this, the last of whatever it is, the last, whatever it is that's having you hang on to this toxic relationship, I feel that's just caused you a bunch of pain and disappointment. Whenever you let go of it, when you literally let it all go down the drain, right? That's when you're going to notice that other cup. Yeah, because here you are. Yep, and look, you walked away from it successfully. You walked away from, could have been something that you still have a little flame with, you know what I mean? Someone you still, you know, you still wonder if you're going to regret walking away from them. But you're not. Look, you're going to be moving slow and steady. You're releasing all those burdens. You're getting good karma. You're getting dharma, karmic justice. Yeah, you're taking a leap of faith. You're moving very quickly toward whatever it is you've been wishing for. A healing love. You're going to be healing. You're going to see things very clearly, the truth. It was a very hard decision you had to make. Yeah, a decision. Plain, point blank blunt, man. To walk away, move on to calmer waters, work with someone new. Someone who is, you know, you feel like they're your best friend. Someone who you're very passionate about. Someone who you're going to grow a happy home with and have a lot of patience with. Yeah, you're telling them you like them, you love them, you want to marry them. Could be a Queen of Swords, a divorced woman, someone who you feel she's very attractive. Okay. My book fell. Oh yeah, I forgot to pick up this card. That's what's in your subconscious. I'm glad my book fell, or I would have forgot about it. So in your subconscious, you know it's a good thing, a solid, steady relationship, guys. This is a relationship reading. It's a happy home, a solid, steady home. One that's going to be emotionally fulfilling, you know. All right, for the collective, what's going on in recent past? Okay, your recent past. This is when you met this person who is your, you know, it's like a past life soulmate. You know what I mean? Someone, you could have met them 6 years ago, okay? Back in like 2020. That's in your recent past. You could be thinking about this person, about different memories you have with them. You know, it's like you dream about them, thinking about them in the recent past. You're thinking about them here, it feels like. But it's like you're ignoring it because of some kind of conflict. That's what I feel. Look at that, recent past. You knew it was, the wheel in the sky was turning. You knew that it was good. It was dharma. You know what I mean? You might have, Seven of Swords, done some sneaky, shady shit. Or you might have done something a little shady. But it was the wheel in the sky. It was turning. It was meant to be. It was fated. It was destined. Y'all meeting each other. You know what I mean? Because y'all are past life soulmates. You feel real regretful about something from the past. Yeah, King of Wands. That's your energy, man. Feel regretful about understanding that this is fated, that this is your divine union. You know, you saw it ahead of time. Yeah, you've been dreaming about it. Maybe you feel bad about that, about dreaming about it ahead of time. Like you're being sneaky, like, you know, like you're cheating the system. Because you've had foresight. You saw it ahead of time. You had prophetic dreams, you know. I don't know, guys. For the collective, what's going on in their consciousness? What are they aware of? Lordy. Okay. That's 4 of Pentacles. That's, yeah. What was that one? To make itself known on the bottom? The top of the deck? Oh, Empress. I was going to say High Priestess. Very balanced. Wow. You're aware that she is your match. She is your divine union, whoever this is. I feel like this reading's for a dude. I've been feeling his energy all day long. He needs to make up his mind. Even if there is some kind of conflict, you know what I mean? Could be 5 different people telling him, no, don't do it. You know? Could be 5 different people around him telling him not to do it. Telling him not to go after this divine feminine who he knows is his soulmate, his divine union, you know? You need to trust your intuition. It's not going to steer you wrong. That's what's in your consciousness. That's what you're aware of. That's what your, you know, intentions, expectations. Yeah, you're expecting it to be wish fulfillment. You know it to be true. Your intuition is strong. You've probably dreamed about it. Oh, 9 and 2. That adds up to be 11. 9, 17, which would be 8, 10, 6. There's some numbers for y'all, okay? And we have 4 Pentacles under the deck. 4 Pentacles that talks about, you know, like on the traditional, he's got the 2 Pentacles under his feet. It's going to be a strong, solid foundation. Got the 1 Pentacle he's holding, and y'all are both going to be very protective of each other's hearts. It's a good emotional balance. Y'all are both emotionally aware. And then there's a pentacle above the head, like the crown chakra. Y'all are both, I feel, intuitively connected, like you have, you're telepathically connected, okay? It's a strong connection. It's a strong-ass connection, guys, I'm telling you. I've only ever felt that, well, anyway. All right, for the collective, I felt that with one person in my life. Well, no. A long time ago, when I was a whole lot more intuitive than I was now. I trusted it a lot more. I think I was like 16, 17 years old. Well, no, that was just my intuition. That was just a knowing thing, like clairsentient, I think it is. It's where you just know things. Like, I just knew that the guy I was dating at the time, I knew he was hurt. I knew something was wrong. I couldn't put my finger on what it was. Come to find out, he had cut his knee and had to get like 50 million stitches. But anyway, I feel like this is a two-way street, though, between you and this person. I feel like y'all both dream about each other, that y'all are both very highly intuitive. Y'all could both be Earth, what in the world? Life path number's 11, you know? Look up your life path number. It could be 11, you know? For the near future, for the collective. You are, guys, you're going to ask her to be your wife. The Queen of Pentacles is a married woman. So this, to me, could indicate that you finally do propose. You know what I mean? Y'all could be starting a business together, you know, but she's very grounded, very stable, very solid presence, energy. You know, she's wife material. She's very generous. You know what I mean? She's not materialistic at all. She's very generous with her time, her money, her everything. You're a very generous person. She's a green witch. Yeah, and you got Empress on the bottom of the deck. Wow, and Temperance. The Hermit. Man, this person's been doing some work. Look at that. 4 of Wands. There it is. 1111. Make a wish, guys. Yep. My goodness. Great Awakening. There it is. Harvest time. Ooh, someone is going to be all up in anxiety and feeling left out in the cold. Oh, fucking wills. What I got to say about that? There's that Chariot. Yeah, you're going to have to stand up and protect this, okay? There's the Emperor. Yep, she's going to tell you yes. I saw that 5 times today, the why. And it is very reciprocated. To answer your question, Mr. Emperor Dude, it's going to be very successful and it is reciprocated. Even if it's freaking, where is that card? Marriage that you're offering her. You're just coming up to her and proposing. You're just skipping the whole dating thing. You know, I got that in one of my readings. It was like y'all got married and then you dated. But that's good. I mean, because, you know, do it however you want to do it. You know, they have to remind husbands and wives nowadays to keep dating. Even though they're married. So if y'all got married and then, what got left behind? Night. Be brave and honest. Ooh, I'll read that to y'all here in a little bit since it got left behind. But yeah, it'd be really cool because then y'all get married and then you do the dating part and you do it for the rest of your life. You know, how cool would that be? You can do it however you want to do it. That's just the cool thing about having your own life and being a grown-up. For the collective. How are they feeling about this situation? King of Swords. That's usually a divorced man. Oh, you've got boundaries. You're ready to take her that cup of love. You're making this hard decision. Oh, you could be cutting things out with the King of Pentacles energy. I keep feeling that King of Pentacles. Not a good person, I'll tell you that. Anyway. Oh, on the side. Oh, I don't like that, guys. Because that could be someone is being very manipulative in your energy. But you're going to have boundaries with them. You're not going to allow them to manipulate you anymore. That's good. You're manifesting it. You're manifesting this, even though that's why you're on the side, because somebody's trying really hard. Somebody could be doing spell work. Pray against it. Pray that prayer I pray at the beginning of this video. For God to protect you from any kind of dark magic, spell work, evil eyes. If there's any hexes or curses being placed upon you, please block them, return them with cinder. You know, because you're making this hard. You've made a very big decision in love to go after your divine union. You know what I mean? And it could be this person right here. Someone, you know, swords. 10 of Swords. That's a painful permanent ending. Could be with a King of Pentacles. You know, you're having to lay it to rest, like you can't do it anymore because you're going after this brand new opportunity with this Knight of Pentacles. You're the one you want to marry. You know what I mean? She's a strong, independent person. You love that about her. That's good. Oops, I just changed that to a 5. But anyway. Oh, I forgot to tell y'all the dates on the dice. I'll do that at the end, if I remember. But yeah, Cancer energy there. Pisces energy there. Yeah, you could be going after her under the full moon. That's coming up, guys. August 28th. Yeah. That's cool. But yeah, let me read about that dang Magician reverse for y'all. So it can be in the upright: manifestation, resourcefulness, power, inspired action. In the reverse, it is manipulation, poor planning, untapped talents, okay? So I feel like someone is trying to manipulate your decisions. They don't want you going after wonderful things. Hello, it's all over. Good, good, good. All right, someone in the collective's energy. How are they feeling about this situation? Thank you. Could be, this reading could be for more of a feminine energy, and this is talking about, like, this could be talking about her. You know, someone's manipulating her, or trying to. Anyway, it's not working, but, or maybe this is what, you know, someone, if this is a Divine Masculine's reading, this is someone in his, let's just look at the card first. The Sun. Someone in your energy, you're seeing who they are very clearly. Yeah, it's a person, maybe you're divine feminine, man. It could be. This a masculine reading. She knows. She knows you're going to send her a message. She knows, you know, like, you could be, you know, it could be shocking you, shocking her that you're actually sending her a message, because she sees it, but at the same time, she don't believe it. You know, she's one of the, like me, like, I can see things, but I don't always believe it, because sometimes my intuition, you know, I wonder, like, is that real? Is that really going to happen? Then later, like, could be years later, it happens, and I'm like, whoa, deja vu, you know? Anyway. But yeah, he's coming. It's like she sees it very clearly. Or, yeah, that could be her. Yeah, she's seeing things from a new perspective. She's using her intuition. She sees the truth about this King of Cups. How he's making some big changes in his life, maybe. I don't know. But he's going to send her a message. I don't know. That Sun, I don't know what that is, guys. And I know it's the happiest card in the deck, so someone is super happy. That's good. Okay. Hopes and fears. Yeah, you're hoping to move very quickly toward her. Or maybe she's hoping you're going to move quickly toward her. You know, very quickly toward her. Yeah, it could be a Queen of Swords. That would be a match to the King of Swords. Yeah, she's hoping that you're going to come toward her and tell her you love her. And that you have a plan to do so. You know, that you have a well thought out plan of like a picnic and everything. It doesn't have to be all of that, like with the roses and the horse and everything. You know, that's a little extravagant. But the food is cool. You know what I mean? Food, or a little handwritten note. How romantic is that, you know? Yeah. Wow. Taking that leap. You're taking that leap. Going after a healing love. Going after what you've been dreaming on and wishing upon since you were a kid on the stars, you know? Because you see things clearly. You're no longer confused about some kind of big, painful decision. You're making that decision. That truth is shining right through it. You're moving on to calmer waters with someone who's going to work with you. Someone who's going to be your best friend. 33, I keep getting that. 3-3. Knight of Wands, someone who you find very attractive. She finds you very attractive. Y'all are going to both be very passionate. You're both going to, you know, you're ready to build a solid foundation. Page of Pentacles, that's a brand new opportunity. Knight of Cups, that's, hello, that's a proposal. Yeah, could be. He could be quite a bit younger than this feminine. She could be a divorced woman. He's moving very quickly toward her. That's for sure. He's like, I'm done with these young chicks who are full of drama. I'm ready for a woman. somebody told me, because I was telling my friends about how I have so many different guys who are way younger than me, like messaging me, wanting to, you know, like go out. Or they're like, hey, I'll come over to your house. You know, I'm like, no, nope. Anyway, because I'm practicing like abstinence, you know, I'm waiting on God. Celibacy, not really celibacy though, because I believe in marriage. And people who are celibate, a lot of times they don't believe in marriage, but I do. I believe it can be good if it's between two people who are unconditionally loving, you know, unconditionally loving. I don't believe it'll work if you're unequally yoked, like one's a giver, one's a taker. I don't, because I've been there, done that. I'm not doing it again. Anyway, but yeah, I was like, I said, I don't know why all these young guys are asking me out, you know, and anyway, like guys in their 20s, guys, I could be their mother. It's like, no, I'm not, no, not doing it. And my friend was like, well, it's probably because they want a woman. They don't want a little girl, someone who's full of drama still. And I was like, oh. They're like, yeah, these chicks nowadays are full of drama. They watch all these dramatical shows on TV and they're just full of drama. And I was like, I never thought about it like that, but it makes sense. So, I mean, that could be what's going on, you know, I don't know. He's ready for a woman. Anyway, potential outcome. What's a collective? Wow. Karmic justice. I'm telling you, karma train's here. Choo choo. Choo choo. Karma train. Laying down all your burdens. Moving slow and steady. Walking away. And walking toward your Queen of Swords, your woman. Okay, potential outcome. These are all on the side. Oh, like I said at the beginning, you could be dreaming, okay? Having telepathic, yeah, I mean, not telepathic, but yeah, you could have telepathic dreams with this divine, with your woman, you know? I don't know. But it's like you don't know whether or not to believe your dreams. You don't know whether or not you should follow through and tell them you like them. You're still on the fence about it. And you don't know whether or not you should walk away or end things with someone, possibly multiple people, 3, 4 people that you've had a friendship with, some kind of relationship with, you know. You're still on the fence about it. I keep feeling that for this divine masculine. I feel sorry for him because he's so confused. I would hate to be in that energy of confusion. You know, I have been there. That's what narcs do to you. They make you feel confused. And that could be what's going on with him. It could be someone making him feel confused. Someone who's manipulating him, yeah. Okay. But look, justice. That's what's coming. Okay, that's what's happening. It's karmic justice. That's what's happening, Captain. Okay, I'm gonna move these dice very carefully down here. I knew it was gonna mess them up a little bit because I just knew. Yeah, like, people have tried to surprise me throughout the years, but, like, I knew, you know, like, anyway, it's hard to explain, but anyway, yeah. I don't know how I know things, but I know things. Like today, it's funny. I was going through Brahms drive-thru, going to get me something to eat for supper. And anyway, I thought that the girl through the intercom, I thought, boy, she sounds an awful lot like my daughter who works at Brahms. And then I'm sitting there, I was like, no, that's not her. Surely not, because her car's not here, you know. And anyway, and then my daughter, I'm not lying, you guys, my daughter pulls right up next to me, and she's like, hey, what are you doing? You know, and I'm like, hey, Lex, you know. And anyway, and I was like, dude, I just thought the person through the drive-thru, I thought that was you for a minute. And she goes, oh, no, that's not me, you know. She's like, what in the world, Mom, you know. And I was like, I said, well, that's intuition for you, honey. It's like I heard your voice before I saw you. You know, I do that all the time. Like the other day, I could have sworn I heard my son say, hey, Mom. And I looked behind me, you know, because I was thinking, you know, my son was here at my house. And he wasn't there. And then I'll be dadgummit, 2 seconds later, he texts me. It was like, hey, how do you make tacos? You know, like he was asking me a question about how to make tacos. My granny's tacos. Anyway, and I was telling him how to do it, you know. And it was weird because right before his text came in, it was, hey, Mom. I was looking around going, what? He's not even here. Why do I hear his voice? That kind of stuff, I'm telling you guys, it happens to me all the time. I'm very, very intuitive. I do feel like it has something to do with being celibate or abstinent, whatever you want to call it. I really do. 50. Or just being in tune with your kids, you know, I don't know. I don't know, guys. I just embrace it all now. All my gifts. I don't let it make me feel like I'm weird or, you know, I trust it. Okay, it says, do the right thing even if it isn't the easiest option. Stand for what you know to be right and true. Guys, follow your heart, okay? It will not steer you wrong. The energy of respect is important right now. You're being encouraged to figure out what is important to you and what you stand for. If you are in a space where there's opposition, you are being guided to follow through with integrity, because even if it seems that this will slow your progress, your rewards will be much more abundant. Yes. You are being surrounded by a lot of bravery to help you. Divine Masculine. This card also brings justice. Yeah, justice. We saw that there. Choo-choo. Karma train. If you are longing for justice, please know that the universal energies are working to bring everything back into order, and that you don't need to force anything through with your will. If you have made any mistakes recently, it's important to take ownership of them so that you can align yourself with improving the situation. If you are feeling the need to defend your spiritual path at this time, back down and let it protect you. Okay? Okay. Yeah, guys. You know, I was talking about like abstaining from sex. Well, I don't know if I'm supposed to say that, but anyway, abstaining from sex can make like your gifts stronger. It's because you have a stronger connection with God. There's no outside influences, like for a woman in her womb space, you know, her womb space. There's no outside influences, no energy exchanges between people. Like, you know what I mean? She's cleansed all that, cleared all that away. Now she's got a clean slate, a clean womb, a clean energy field. You know what I mean? And so it's easier for her to communicate with God. And so therefore, her gifts are stronger. You know what I mean? Where was I going with that? I was going to tell y'all something. Anyway, it's true, guys. It is absolutely true. I will let you know firsthand that it's true. That is absolute truth. That happens. Oh, yeah. The other day I had a friend, someone I know, anyway, I had someone tell me, you know, he's moved on. Why haven't you? And I'm like, dude, like, I just got divorced in May, and like, and then I saw this. It was so weird because I talked to her that day, and then that evening or the next evening, it was like right there, within 24 hours, okay, I saw this thing on freaking Instagram that said, he moved on, why haven't you? And it said, because he's just healing from a relation, or he's moving on from a relationship. I'm trying to move on from abuse. And I thought, if that is not the perfect answer, that's what I should have told her, but I told her, I said, well, I just got a lot of more healing to do, and I don't really want to be, I'm scared, like, of men because of what I've experienced. And anyway, I just I'd rather just be me, and I get lots of offers, of people asking me out, or asking me out to their house, come out to their house, and I just say, no thank you. I'm like, oh, that sounds like a lot of fun, but no, I'm good. You know what I mean? Because that's not what I'm interested in. I'm interested in something a lot more meaningful and deeper than that. Like, I don't know. It's either like, and especially if I don't feel like there's a connection there. Like, you can feel that connection through text. You can feel that connection through a message, through Messenger. You can feel that connection before you even meet the person in real life. You can feel that connection through their pictures. You either know it's there or you know it's not. You know what I mean? And I trust all that now. I trust every bit of my intuition. And so, yeah, I've only had like one real connection since I left my husband. And I don't know, then we stopped talking. But, it wasn't me that wanted to stop talking. Like, he's way out of my league. I think that's what it is. It's like he wanted to find somebody younger, because I'm older than him, quite a bit older than him. Like, but anyway, and so, yeah. But yeah, that's one real strong connection I felt. But that's it. The other people, it's like, nope, sorry, I don't feel that with you. See you, bye. I'm gonna get some, I get to talking, like I'm talking to somebody in real life. I'm sorry, guys. Anyway, wealthy man, healthy, wealthy man. Yeah, that's who this reading is for. Okay. All right, Mr. Healthy, Wealthy Man. Let's find out what's going on in your energy. What's that 4 of Cups, 5 of Wands? Please and thank you. 4 of Cups, 5 of Wands. Can you combine the two and give us one card? Or not? Message. Oh, there could be a resistance message not going through. Okay, in that situation, like if the message is not going through, that means their accounts have been hacked, okay? That's what I feel. And so you might want to just call them. If that don't work, just show up, if you know where they live. 5 of Wands, 4 of Cups. Yeah, community in reverse. That was in reverse. I picked it up the wrong way. But anyway, community reverse. You're worried about what other people think. You're worrying about what other people think. You know what I mean? Instead of looking at this cup that God's given you, it's like you see it out of the corner of your eye. You're like, yeah, but what are all these people going to think? All these people who deplete me. All these people who empty my cups. I'm worried about what they're thinking. Or it could just be their voices are in your mind, and that's why you don't even see the cup. I don't know. But that's what you got to get rid of those people. Someone could hit 3993. Those numbers could be significant, okay? Somebody's birthday could be March 9th or September 3rd, like Mike's husband. Ew. Anyway, they're not good. They're in reverse, so they're toxic. They're toxic. They're creating conflict. They're they're preventing you from seeing what's God's put right in front of your face. That's what I feel like. But you sit there and you're daydreaming about your woman. You know what I mean? That's what's going on there. And she's expecting you. Look at that. She's expecting you. So if you wonder if she still likes you, if you wonder if this person even notices you, yeah, she's expecting you. Yeah. She thinks of you as there's going to be an equal exchange. You know, that makes me think of that, the Six of Pentacles, you know, reciprocated love. It's going to be reciprocated, guys. Okay? Seven of Pentacles. Reverse. It's like, or Seven of Pentacles for their challenge. What's that Seven of Pentacles for their challenge? Sudden wealth? What the heck? You could be waiting on money. It's like you have a goal in mind. No, your challenge, you know, she's the jackpot. You know what I mean? Let me just look at something. Yeah, it's like you're not even seeing it as a jackpot. Lack of vision. You're not seeing it. Yeah, because of some kind of broken home, some kind of disharmony that you've experienced. You're not even seeing it as like a wish come true. You know what I mean? That could be what's going on there. It's this new pathway. You know? Alright, Ten of Cups. This is a challenge. Ten of Cups. Concern. Yeah, you are concerned about family. It could be a broken home, someone you lived with. You know, you're concerned about that. You're concerned that, ooh, 3311. Keep seeing the threes. Anyway, you're concerned about maybe you were raised in a broken home and you have some childhood wounds connected to that. It's like you don't see it. You don't see how wonderful, beautiful this is going to be, this connection. Because maybe you were raised in a broken home. Maybe you did move in with someone and it became an unhappy home. You know, family room. Could either be someone you lived with or a home that you grew up in. It was not a happy home. It ended in divorce. You know? Or you just never had two parents. You know what I mean? You grew up in a one-parent household, you know? Ten of Pentacles. You're going to see it, though. Deep down, you know it. Deep down, you know it. Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, you know it's a gift deep down. Where in the heck did that card go? Oh, my goodness. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Oh, man. You feel like someone's going to come in and steal it from you. Oh, my God. Or maybe you feel like whenever you get this, you're going to feel like a thief for some reason. That's weird. Okay. I feel like you, deep down in your subconscious, you think someone's going to come in and steal it from you. Steal this person from you. Wow. What in the world? Not a divine union. You know, they're like penguins. You know, penguins mate for life. Well, when you finally find your divine union, if you have one, I think everybody has one. I think sometimes people are scared to move to a different country, a different state, whatever. And like they've been called to move to a different country or different state, but yet they don't follow through on that calling, you know, that calling that God's calling them to do. And so, yeah, they might miss out on a divine union. You know what I mean? Some people may. Or, like for me, I married the wrong person. I married somebody I chased after. And I didn't wait on God. That's why I don't chase boys anymore. Nope. They're going to have to come to me. Yeah. Yeah, you feel like somebody's going to come along deep down. You feel like someone's going to come in and steal it from you. That is so weird. If it's a divine union, it's not going to happen. What God has brought together, let no man separate, you know. If God's brought it together, you know. All right, Six of Cups in the recent past. Six of Cups in the recent past. Child, yeah, it was a brand new relationship. It was a brand new Six of Cups. Somebody, you could have noticed this person like 6 years ago. You could have known them for 6 years, since like 2020. But it's a brand new relationship. It's a person that you've been thinking about. Yeah. It's like you were always thinking about them in the recent past. Like, somebody you was always thinking about. It was a brand new thing. Wow, house, journey, and then marriage. Could be getting married in the court of law. You know, just a judge. You know, looks like he's marrying those two people. I don't know. Wow, okay. That's what I'm saying. Y'all could be getting married and then, you know, dating. That would be neat, you know. I mean, I don't know. It may not, but I think it does. I think it sounds kind of romantical, you know. Like, I don't know. It'd be like back in the day, like Jane Austen day, like when people were betrothed to other people, you know, like, you know, this chick, she's betrothed to this dude. So when she gets to be 18 or whatever, she has to marry this guy. She don't even know him, right? And then the story is they end up falling in love. You know what I mean? Like, oh man, y'all watch that. It's on the Angel Network. It's called Seeking Persephone. That's how that is. I love that movie. I mean, that show, whatever it is. Anyway, I like it. I love it, actually. But that's kind of how it is. It's like she's been betrothed to this duke. And she's like, I don't even know any dukes, you know, because she's a poor family. And anyway, and then he ends up falling for her, and she ends up falling for him. It reminds me a lot of like Beauty and the Beast story. It really does, but with people, you know. Anyway, y'all would have to watch it. It's a really good movie or TV show, whatever. All right, for the collective, Nine of Cups and High Priestess. Thank you. You gave me two. Yeah. Your expectation, unexpected, yes, a reciprocated love, guys. It is wish fulfillment. It's a reciprocated love, you know, like that makes me think of the 8, the reciprocated love card. 9, it adds up to be 9, and look, there's 9 of Cups. It is going to be wish fulfillment, you know what I mean? 8 plus 2, that's 10, which equals 1, that's expectation. Yeah, you she's expecting you. You know, she's expecting this to come in. You know, she's expecting it. She knows it's going to happen. Yeah, she knows she's going to get this message. And it's going to be a big change. You know, she's marrying somebody she hasn't known for very long. Could be some work, you know, all, you know, work in a good way though, not in a bad way. Not like, you know, if you have a marriage and you got to work at it, hello, that's not very good. You know what I mean? But work it in a healthy way, like nourish it, like you're watering it type thing. You're pouring into it. You're both pouring into it. That's good. But not if it's something you got to work at. That's not good. That's what I had for 20 years. I don't want that again. I want something that's more, I mean, yeah, there's going to be disagreements. There's going to be things like that, like my mom and dad, you know, but it's effortless. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know how to explain that, guys. But it's like that it didn't require a whole lot of work, you know? It just requires nourishment and watering the grass you already got, you know what I mean? Taking care of it, fertilizing it, you know, that kind of stuff. I don't know how to explain that. Queen of Pentacles for the near future. Thank you. Main male. Good gosh, that card went way far away. Adjudication. I'm telling you, it could be a courthouse wedding. The Queen of Pentacles, that's a married woman. You know what I mean? And she's even wearing green. The card's green. You know, it's got a lot of green. Anyway, that's weird. That's the connection I make there. Y'all could be in the near future just going to the courthouse and gonna go ahead and get married. Okay. Alright, Magician on the side. That's how someone's feeling about this situation, Magician on the side. Or that's how you're feeling about this situation, like someone's manipulating shit, or you're just not being able to manifest it. Yeah, can we clarify that Magician on the side? What is that, dear Heavenly Father, Holy Spirit? For the collective, Magician on the fence. If you don't know, that's God saying, I'm not giving you any answers. It's great fortune, okay? Magician on the side, please and thank you. Just one card. You don't gotta be a whole bunch, just one. I honor the main male, okay? For the collective, Magician. I knew one would eventually come out. I felt it wanting to come out. Message. Someone could be manipulating things when it comes to a message. That's what I'm saying. You're just going to have to go to her, dude. Yes, a mature man is manipulating the shit out of things, guys. He's doing the shit. He's a nasty-ass person. He's the manipulator. I know, because I was married to that mature man. That's what I feel like. He's manipulating your messages. He's not allowing them to go through, guys. Or he may be sending very bad messages to this divine masculine, pretending to be this divine feminine, because he might have been married to her at one time. I'm telling y'all, guys, there's some shady-ass shit going on. And my phone was hacked into. So I got another one. Yep. If y'all want that phone number, just let me know. Because I'm not giving it to everybody. I don't even have my family. I haven't even given it to my family. Because I don't want it to get back to the mature man that's in my life. My ex-husband. He's a very big time manipulator. He's a toxic asshole. Anyway, Sun for the collective. Official person. Poverty and change. 3 and 7. There's going to be a change. A positive change. Oh, man. Someone could be feeling just completely depleted. Poverty. You know what I mean? Like they haven't ever had a really good relationship, you know? Or they could just be feeling that battle-wounded soldier energy. That's what I feel from that. There's fixing to be a change to that. That sun, man. There's fixing to be a positive change to that. For sure. I'm putting the sun on top of that. Maybe they could be worrying about this change. You know, that they think that this change is going to be bad. You know, they worry about this change. It's going to leave them in lack. You know? I don't know. Could be something like that, though. It's official person. I feel like he's just worrying really hard, a whole lot about this change. Maybe he's worried about leaving people out in the cold. Knight of Swords. Hopes and fears. Knight of Swords. Hopes and fears. Knight of Swords. For the collective. Knight of Swords. Yeah, we know it's the official person. Knight of Swords. For the collective. Knight of Swords. Thank you, thank you. Distant horizons. Ooh. Trapped. Imprisonment. Oh, they're breaking free of that imprisonment. They're breaking free. That could be what they're fearing. It's like this marriage, I mean, like if they get with this divine feminine, they're going to be trapped. Like they're going to be in a cage. Ooh. No. Girls, divine feminines, do not do that. Do not smother a person, period. You know? You don't want that being done to you. You know what I mean? Don't do it to other people. Yeah. Yeah, that could be what he's fearing. Maybe he's fearing that he's going to end up trapped in a relationship he don't want to be in anymore. A relationship that's very manipulative. You know? Could be. For the collective. What's that? 7 of Cups on the side, Page of Cups on the side, 5 of Cups on the side. Courthouse. Pathway. Yeah, they're still real uncertain about this. You know, because they're going to have to... They don't know if they're going to regret pouring all these cups out. Like, you know, like getting rid of your little black book for the guys out there, the guys who have the little black book of names of chicks, you know. It's like he fears he's going to regret getting rid of his little black book. That's why it's on the side. It's like he don't know, will I regret it or will I not? You know, like, but he definitely wants to let somebody know he likes them. Page of Cups, they're a messenger, letting somebody know they like them, they love them, whatever. Someone they've been dreaming about. Don't know whether to believe these dreams or not. You better believe it. It's a new path. It's a new path. 8, 5, 35. 8. Here's 5. Yeah, courthouse. Main female. It's going to put someone in bad health. Maybe some kind of controlling person. I don't know. High honor. There you are, main male. Yeah. Main female, main... Yeah. Huh. And then coffin. Marriage. Journey. Oh. Yeah, there's going to have to be some endings and stuff like that. That's for sure. Oh, no dice. Because we've already done that. Yay. That's cool. Alright. I'm sitting there thinking I better leave some room for dice. Yeah, so I guess this just about wraps it up, guys. So, to recap, I really feel like the strongest energy here is the current energy. Whoever this reading's for, it's like you're daydreaming about your divine feminine, or your divine person. You're daydreaming about your divine person. Someone who is a past life soulmate, someone who you know you're supposed to be with, right? You're daydreaming about them. That's in the recent past. And that's kind of how the Four of Cups is. You know, it looks like she's daydreaming about that person. But she's got this shit going on here in her current energy, some kind of conflict with a community that's not good. With a bunch of people who are trying to tell her what to do, you know, or him, whoever, is trying to tell this person, whoever you are, collective, what to do. And so that's what you're stuck in right now. It's like you're stuck in between a rock and a hard space because you don't know whether you should believe these people or not. You know, but here it's obvious that you should not. They're not good. They're in the reverse. You should not believe. They're trying to steer you away from your divine union. And believe me, Satan will use whoever he can use to keep two people apart that are supposed to be together. You know? Here, it's like you're patiently waiting for sudden wealth. Maybe you're patiently waiting on getting your money. You feel like you might have to have a goal of like, I've got to get a certain amount of money, you know, together before I can go after this 10 of Cups. You know, so that could be a challenge, is money. I don't feel like that though. I feel like you're concerned because you feel like it's going to be like you might have grew up in a one-parent household. And so you could have like old childhood wounds that are coming up to the surface, and that might be why you've never got married. You know, it's because of these childhood wounds. An unhappy home. You remember things from your childhood that weren't good, you know, and so that's got you concerned. That could be a challenge. It's why you're not going towards your 10 of Cups. You know, your wish fulfillment up here and what you're consciously aware of, you know, like you're concerned about that. You could be concerned about childhood wounds that you have coming up. That could be some pain that you carry around with you. Could be a broken home. Could be you moved in with someone, and whenever y'all moved in, everything went to shit. I keep feeling that. And so you're concerned that it's going to happen the same way, you know. Deep down, you feel someone's going to come along and steal it from you, you know. They're going to steal your divine person from you. Deep down, you feel that. Anyway, trust your intuition. Because in the near future, you know, this indicates that y'all are going to get married, you know. That's a married woman. Adjudication. It looks like he's marrying two people. You know what I mean? So it's like you're just going to have to, in your own time, get out of your head. Stop listening to people who are trying to keep y'all apart. Stop listening to this person, this mature man. Ugly ass mature man. Look at his stupid mustache. Anyway, stop listening to him. He's just manipulating the shit out of you. Yeah. Even though someone in your energy is really happy, you know, it's like she's waiting on God, you know, she's just so happy. She's outside, she's grounding, she's soaking up that sun, singing and dancing, but yet she fears this change because maybe she fears that she's going to be depleted again like she was before in whatever relationship, you know, this person, whoever this person is, he or she, whoever they are, they fear, it's like they're super happy and super excited about this change, you know, change, it's on the side, but at the same time, they fear that they're going to be fully depleted again. Like they're going to give it their all and that person's not going to give anything back like their last relationship did, you know. Hopes and fears, you're hoping to move forward, you know, and take on the message of truth, the message of, hey, here's how I feel about you. But at the same time, you don't want to get trapped. It's like you want to tell them you want to marry them, but at the same time, you don't want to feel trapped. It's like maybe you feel like marriage is going to trap you. It's going to imprison you. You know what I mean? Boy, I can understand that, because that's where I was in my marriage. I felt trapped. But anyway, in hearing the potential outcome, I feel like you're still on the fence. You know, it's like you don't know whether or not to trust your dreams. You really want to take them a message and let them know you like them, but yet you fear. I mean, you could be on the fence about emptying those extra cups, like throwing away your little black book of people who you date, you know, or hookups, or whatever they call it nowadays, situationships. I don't even know. People have been trying to explain that to me. My friends at work explain the lingo. And I'm like, well, okay, you know, I hope I can remember all this. But anyway, it's like you're still on the fence about getting rid of your little black book of people, you know, because you don't know. You're scared of this new pathway. You're scared of taking that road you've never been down. You know, the road of marriage, you know. It's going to transform you, though. You see those little butterflies? That's like transformation. You know what I mean? It's going to... You don't know it's going to be good, but it is. It's going to transform both of y'all into just... It's just going to be so good. It's going to be like a real divine union. You know, like my mom and dad, you know? Like other couples I know that have been together forever, you know, like just a really good, strong union. Yeah. So don't fear it, guys. At the beginning of this video, I did the dice, okay, and I never did do the dates for the numbers. So I'm going to let y'all know that real quick. October 8th, October 6th, October 5th, October 4th, August 8th, August 10th, August 6th, August 5th, August 4th, June 10th, June 8th, June 5th, June 4th, May 6th, May 10th, May 8th, May 4th, April 5th, April 6th, April 10th, April 8th, okay? These numbers could be significant: 86, 85, 84, 88. 68, 65, 64, 56, 58, 54, 45, 46, 48, okay? Alright guys, so this was your reading. Thank you so much for joining me tonight here on Facebook, and I'm going to go post it on YouTube, okay? God bless y'all. Thank you for watching, and I love y'all. Take care. Until next time. Bye.